All right, I am pumped about this episode because it has to deal with a topic that most of you are dealing with in your life, which is debt. Oh, it is so discouraging. I read all these statistics and these studies all around this topic, and it's like America is drowning in debt. And you may feel this way. 78% of Americans now. It used to be 70%. Now it's up to 78% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. And a good reason of that is because of how much debt they have and how much debt they're paying out every single month. And the other hard thing about debt is that it's so normal in our world today, so normal that people forget what debt even is. I was talking to a group of college students years ago, and this guy came up to me as I was getting started, and he was like, "Hey, are you the money girl?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess so. I'm here to talk about money." He's like, "Oh, cool. Well, I'm debt-free." And I was like, "You're debt-free? You're a college student who's debt-free? You're like a unicorn. Like, you don't exist." And I got so excited, and I was like, "Tell me your story. Like, how are you getting through school debt-free? Are you working? Did your parents pay for it? Is it scholarships and grants?" And he looked at me like my dog looks at me, and he just like turned his head, and he was like, "No, I have $36,000 in student loans, but I'm debt-free." And you guys, I hear that all the time. "Oh, yeah, we're debt-free, but our car loan every month is really high." And I'm like, so let's just get on the same page altogether, okay? This is what debt is. Debt is owing anything to anyone for any reason. Say it again. Debt is owing anything to anyone for any reason. Now, to make it even less complicated, let's play a little debt game. What is debt and what is not? Car loans, debt. Pizza, no, not debt, just delicious. Student loans, debt. Yes, student loans, debt. My dog Nala, not debt. But you can lease pets now. Have you heard this? Yeah, that's not a good idea. So sad. Don't lease your pets. Your mortgage, debt. It's the one type of debt I won't yell at you for, but it is debt. Credit cards, debt. Yes, even if you pay your credit card off every month, during the month, you are still technically in debt because you owe someone something at the end of the month. So that is what debt is. Some of you have fainted and you don't even know what to do right now in life because I may have just busted some bubbles for you. But that is what debt is, you guys. Again, owing anything to anyone for any reason. And when you look through scripture, every time it is mentioned in scripture, debt, it is in a negative fashion. It's a curse. It's a burden on your family. It also says that the borrower is slave to the lender. And I think that is such a visceral picture. It's such an example because that is what debt does. It limits your freedom. The borrower is slave to the lender, meaning you don't have the freedom to get to decide what to do with your income. When you work and your income comes in and you have debt, you have to pay other people. You owe someone something. And there's not the freedom to say, "Hey, what do we want to do with this money? Do we want to invest it? Do we want to give it away? Do we want to spend it? What do we want to do?" You don't have say over your money, and that limits your freedom. And my friend Chris Hogan says that debt is a thief. It not only steals your income from you, but it steals your sleep at night. It steals your peace of mind. And so when we look at this, debt not only has an emotional impact on you, a spiritual impact on you, but also a big financial impact on you. And some of you are feeling this pain right now, whether it's student loan debt, credit cards, car loans, or all the above, you're feeling this weight. And you're getting to a point where you're starting to get mad at your situation because you're like, "What am I doing? I'm working so hard and I feel like I have nothing to show for it." You're getting that feeling. And when you get that feeling, that's when change occurs. That's when you decide, "I'm going to do something different." Because those of you out there, they're like, "Yeah, I kind of sort of want to get out of debt. I mean, I think that'd be fun, kind of, yeah, I guess so." Yeah. You're not getting out, okay? Because you can wander your way in. You cannot wander your way out of debt. You have to be so invested in this. You have to say, "I am going to work so hard to get out of debt." And that's what it takes. But you got to get mad, you guys. You got to be like, "I'm sick and tired of this. I'm sick and tired of living like this." So when you get that, that's when you can start this process of getting out of debt and to be completely debt-free. So to get out of debt, we teach the debt snowball. And that's where you list out all of your debts, smallest to largest, regardless of the interest rate, pay minimal payments on all your debt, and then attack the smallest one first. And when I say attack, you look at your budget and you're like, we're not going out to eat. We're not going shopping this month. You take everything out. You cut cable. You do all of these sacrifices in your budget and say, we're going to put as much money as possible to pay off that smallest debt. And then once that's paid off, you take all the payments you were paying on that one and you roll it over to the second smallest debt. And maybe you get an extra job. I mean, maybe you go crazy to get as much money as possible to pay off that second smallest. Then once that's paid off, you roll it over to the third smallest and you keep going and going and going until that last debt is paid off and you are debt free. Everything but your house is completely paid off. And we're finding that people are doing this within 18 to 24 months on average. And this is all income levels. This is all debt levels. I mean, people are getting crazy because what ends up happening is as you're gaining traction and paying off the smallest debt, you actually are seeing hope and you're thinking, I can do this. Even if it's a $200 Macy's card that you pay off first, you pay it off and it's like, okay, this is possible. And you start to gain hope because this is one area of money that can become so hopeless because you feel like you are so deep in debt that there's no way out. So again, the sacrifices that you make within your lifestyle, getting your income up and letting your expenses go down, all those things together, you're able to get out of debt. And I'm telling you, getting out of debt is something that will take care of you and your family far into the future.